Alright, welcome back to the second video. I'm going to combine these two sections since they really do go hand in hand when I rewatched all the clips. Just keep this other part in mind. I know I didn't talk about it in the first video, but we're going to get a lot more into this getting it outside that blue line. Alright, before we get into the breakouts, I've showed this a million times. I'm going to show it again until we get it. When the first person gets the puck, we need to fill these three positions, with this being priority number one. This goes for offense and defense. If the puck is near you, yeah, just react. You gotta react, get the puck, offense or defense. If it's not near you, you have to think about where do I need to be, whether it's covering another open player or to get out in a supporting position. Okay, we can't just blindly go to the puck and follow it. We need to think about, all right, where do I have to go? That is really important. Be a thinking player. I won't show the center. I've talked about it a bunch of times, so we'll cover that position later on if we get to it. But here's the first clip. So Liam dumps it in deep. They're offsides, so we have all the time in the world. John retrieves the puck. Okay, Carter, middle of the ice. Wyatt, middle of the ice. Jay going to the board, which is good. Julian, middle of the ice. So only Jay's going to the right spot. Okay. And when you pick up the puck, if your team is playing correctly, you should already sense that they're supposed to be here and here along the board. So you can just rim it and throw it to them right away. We'll talk more about that, but you don't want to hold on to the puck if you don't need to. Right? But of course, it doesn't work here if nobody's in the right position. Right? So here, Jay's getting a little bit far now. I would just stay on the board, butt on the board. Stay there. John, there's no need for you to skate it up, to rush it up. If we're not in a receiving position, we don't want to do this like, oh, I'm going to go 1-on-5. Okay, that's 6-year-old hockey. And you'll start learning, hopefully you saw this season, when they stop you, it doesn't work. All right, so just stop up, and force your teammates to set up. If they don't, if you get pressured, then you have to skate out. All right, so you skate up. Okay. So we gotta get this out of blue line. Use the board and just chip it out of the blue line if you have nothing else. Okay. Here we're throwing it up the middle. Now up here it's a bit safer than down here, of course. So it's a slightly better play, but still you don't want to do it blind, and you still want to be confident when throwing it up the middle. I don't think you were confident because you had your head down when you pass it, and their stick's not down. Have your stick down if you want to receive it, by the way, guys. All right, so anyway, the best play, just skate it up, then get that out the blue line. Out of the blue line, please. Okay, so let me keep playing this. All right, so Jay, when you retrieve a puck, stick lift them. Okay, we're not doing the tomahawk chop. That looks like a penalty too. Well, that one wasn't bad. There's other ones where you'll do a tomahawk chop. See everybody going after him. Okay, we're all just gravitating towards the puck. We only need one, maybe two, or well, two players if it's a 50-50. And the rest of you need to kind of back off. John, there's no need for you. Let me back it up a couple seconds. But there's no need for you to go from there and fly all the way in. We already have a second play. 3 other players going there. All right, Wyatt retrieves the puck. Get in a breakout position. Okay, so whoever's at, I think that's Jay, go down the board here. John is going to a defensive support position, which is good. And I think that's Preston? Hold on. No, it's not Preston. It's Carter, I think. Let me see. Okay. So Carter was going to board, then he stopped in the middle of the ice. Okay, then he went back to the board. So I'm a little bit confused what you were doing there. All right. So we talked about this. I know Wyatt knows he messed up. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown it up the middle. Okay? Instinct. When you pick up the puck, your support positions should automatically be a guy here, somebody on this board. So you can even backhand, even though someone was not there. Okay? Again, you're not doing it blind. You have to take a look still and make sure your teammates are in the right spot. But when you pick up the puck, that's where you should start. That should be your first instinct, to pass back here or on the other board, not here. Okay, so it happens to work out, but again, you just try to skate up the middle instead of just burning here towards the side and chipping it out. Okay, then you get everyone collapse on you. All right, so Julian misreads that bounce, kind of a weird bounce there, fine. So he gets a whack at it. And also, line change. You cannot line change when the puck's in our zone, okay? We got to get it out. So not a very good change there either. Right, so right here, 50-50. Okay, so this is kind of what I was talking about. When we're breaking out, you want to be in a breakout position, or when we have possession, you want to be in a breakout position, but when we lose it, or it's a 50-50, you got to collapse to the middle. These two white jerseys are wide open. Okay, John's on the puck. We don't need anyone else helping him until it's a 50-50. If it's a 50-50, then second guy may be coming. Okay, we're all gravitating the puck. Now Julia wisely looks around and says, hey, I'm not going to get it, then I might as well cover someone. And that works out to our advantage. Really, that should be Carter covering that person in the middle. Okay, but great instinct by Julia, and she prevented a wide open shot in the middle. Last thing, why stick handle? We're not trying to stick handle up here. Stop stick handling up here, please. We have to get that out of the blue line. He did get it out, but that wasn't very safe. He tried to dangle his way out. Okay, we got to be safe on these blue lines. But again, get this out of the blue line, please. Why go to the middle? You have all this room to just chip it out. But you try to do that, and we cough it. Okay, and then Manny, if you try to get it out, try to do the right thing, you just fanned it. All right, this one's a little bit tougher because John's facing a bit of pressure. So he gets the puck. Right when you touch it, you got to start feeling, hey, my teammate's going to be on the board. Okay, it's not stick handle, look up. Okay, are they there? It's look up before you even get the puck to see if they're going to the right positions. In this case, you'll see Carter and Jay, you guys tend to do a lot of the same things. Okay, we don't want to duplicate roles. That doesn't help either. All right, then one person's going to be useless. Julia's going to right spot. I wish she was a little bit lower. Okay, there's those curling dots. Get below that, please. Okay, you two are okay. You're going to the board. All right. So John, as soon as you touch the puck, if you looked up, you could just backhand it back to Julia. But the other thing I want to mention about this part, so he coughs it. As soon as he coughs it, as soon as it becomes 50-50, we all got to collapse to the middle. It doesn't help being on the board. Julia, she can't really do much from there, of course, or she didn't have enough time to go up the middle, but you'll see she kind of just sits there still. Okay, you need to start coming like at least right here. Cover this player, if you can't get up here. All right, so that's the important thing. We go to breakout position, we cough it, get to the middle, get to the middle. All right, so this one's pretty clear cut. John's going to get the puck retrieval. Xander, this is why it's important to, I don't care about your starting positions. I really don't, guys. This is where you got to understand, hey, this guy is the stagger. He's got to give him D-to-D support. He needs to stagger back. Okay, you should not be ahead of him. You need to get behind him in case he screws up. All right, so John takes it back. So Xander goes to the board, which makes sense as a winger, but the priority number one is the D-to-D support. Wyatt stays along the board pretty good. Carter, I don't know where you're at. Jay, I think, is making a line change, I believe. Okay, so this is what I was talking about as the puck carrier. You need to already understand what your options are. Okay, you had plenty of time to throw it to either board. You could have just rimmed it and it would have got to them, but instead you held it. And then it cut you off. Okay, so that's where you got it as a good defensive defenseman. You need to really good hockey player. You need to move that puck quickly. Okay, you don't want to skate with it if you don't need to. All right, so anyway, we lose the puck. All you guys have to collapse to the middle. It doesn't help being out here. You're sort of in the middle, but there's a guy right in the middle of the ice. So get over there. Okay, get on this side of the ice. Collapse towards the middle. Okay, and you see it's wide open. They got it to him. It's wide open. Doesn't help being on the board. Okay, and then I just want to talk about this quick breakout right here. So he picks up the puck. Xander's kind of scooting back this way. No, your instinct should be to go toward that board and get a quick pass. Right? This isn't the worst thing, but your route needs to be toward the board most of the time. Okay. But the one thing I do want to say about this, though, is look which way your feet are pointing. It should, not always, but a lot of times, you guys need to point your feet this way, like Xander is right here. Okay, you guys are facing backwards. If your feet are pointing like this, then you have to get the puck, then you have to turn around, then you have to start accelerating. That takes way too much time. Because his feet's pointing this way, look at it, he just chips the puck and it's almost off their breakaway. Okay, but there's good help on, I think that's Jasper's part. Right? That's how we want to get out of the zone. We want to get out of the zone with speed. Not let's turn around, stop the puck, turn around again, and then skate. It's give it while he has speed. Boom. So that was pretty good right there. Oh, just a quick one here. Our defensive positioning. Puck goes into that corner. Okay, so we have one guy go after it. Good. The rest of you guys got to back off, cover middle. There's no help being behind the net when they have it. Okay. Got to get this player right. You see him right in front of the net, and look at this. This is a great play. Pass across, one-timer, boom. Okay, great save by Bruce, though. Just bail this out. You guys you can't be watching the puck. I mean, you got to know where the puck is, but you also got to watch where the players are. All right, so here's one off of face-off. So Xander, I was kind of telling you, go on the outside, and remember, the winger, your area is here. It's not just sitting back there. And the funny thing is, you'll see Carter jump up instead, which he shouldn't be. Okay, so Carter jumps up. All right, you're following the puck. When I talk about switching positions, by the way, guys, off the face-off, there's really no reason why you should be switching positions, okay? So just keep that in mind. Off the face-offs, you should be playing your normal positions. Okay, here. John, as soon as you get the puck and you roll, you can see Xander's going to the board. So you don't need to hold it that long. You get the puck, then boom, rim it. You don't want to rim it super fast because then it's just going to go way past him. But if you put the right touch, you can just rim it and Xander can kind of catch up to it. Okay. If you can buy even more time, even better. But we don't want this. Hold. Okay, throw it last minute. And they block that pass. Okay. A secondary problem, Xander, you're not just getting way up. Once you see he cuts you off, number 5, you got to stop. You got to stop, go to the board, and it's no longer there. Okay, so that's partially on both of you. Right, you got to throw it quicker. You got to stop and see that he's too late on that window. All right, next clip. Xander, same deal. I was telling you, go on the outside, and you see Carter do Xander's role, Xander do Carter's role. But watch, we all just go to the puck. John, there's no reason why you should be joining up. You got to just sit back here in that position because this. All right, look at this. All by himself. He's calling for it. Okay, and Bruce has to bail this out again. All right, quick one here. Puck goes to the corner. John goes after it. Okay, we're not going to breakout position. He's not going to win that battle. Right, and if he does, then go to a board. But you got to cover the middle of the ice. All right, Preston helps out as a center, but not in time. Jasper makes a good little stick handle and shot right away. Okay, cover that middle. All right, here you see John's last guy back. Okay, any one of you, Julia or Rand, get back. You got to stagger behind him. What if John coughs it up? It's a breakaway. Okay, John, there's something you did last game that I really liked. You just poked the puck way down there. You should just do that again. Poke the puck, chase it down. If you lose it, at least it's in that corner. All right, this is what most players do. They just try to turn it forward and throw it out. Okay, I've seen you do it. Like, just take the puck, go back to the quiet zone. Okay. All right, so you see here, now it's 50-50. Okay, this not helping on the boards anymore. This is where you got to collapse in the middle. Technically, someone else should be getting this man, right? Whether that's Ben or his helping out, so that's fine. But someone's got to cover the middle. It's a little busted defensive zone coverage here. All right, here you see the puck. I'm not sure what Jay was looking at. All right, so I don't know if he got distracted by the ref or what, but just play the puck. If you're not sure if there's a whistle, just keep playing until you're sure. Because you stopped, you let Jackson hit the puck, so I don't know, maybe there's some confusion there. Once you guys see Jackson's gonna win the puck right here, all right. You can't be in a breakout position anymore. You got to cover the middle. I know it's a broken record, right? You guys aren't helping behind the net. But yeah, they got 2 guys in there, 2-on-0. And if he just handled it instead of doing that hot potato thing I talked about earlier in the season, he would have had a crystal clear shot. And he's trying to hit a moving puck though. Okay. All right, just thought I'd show this real fast because earlier I was talking about how Carter, you got to watch the puck. But for all of you, watch where the play is, because watch, you look up, okay, Oh, he's got the puck. All right, let me turn up ice. And by the time you turn up ice, they throw the puck, and you're not ready for it. Yeah, that's totally on you. You have to be watching the play. Okay, you should just went to the board, keep watching, and don't go past Robbie right there. Okay. Our D-zone positioning is good here. Decent, I should say. All right, so Ryan, you want to get in front of that white jersey, but overall decent. Okay, as soon as he picks up the puck, this is where you got to learn to go back and forth. Rain picks up the puck, especially our newer players. You got to support them faster. All right. For you guys with a little skill, try to buy time so that your winger can get to the board. Okay, so Rain gets it. He throws it in the right spot. He throws it to where someone should have been. But you got to be quick. If you hesitate even a little, then yeah, it's just going to go out. Alright, and here's the last one. So off the face-off. Okay, this is fine. Xander gets that puck in the corner. This is where it kind of helps. He's the closest to it, so maybe this is where it makes sense to switch, but we can't. We already have someone behind the net. John, you shouldn't go behind the net. Where's Xander going to throw it? Logically, he's probably going to throw it there, so someone can get there. Xander, when you pick it up, this is where you want to try to learn to not panic either. If no one's there, try to hang on to it, buy some time, and even better play, just throw it behind the net and we get to hang on to the puck. And throw it to that quiet zone. If we cough up in the quiet zone, it won't be the worst thing. Alright guys, I know that was kind of long, but let's try to, you can't just mindlessly watch these videos. You got to actually apply it in the game. So maybe all of you are watching it, but I can tell like out of like five or six of you are definitely watching it. Okay, and you're trying to apply it, which I like. Okay, you're not going to get everything perfect, but some of you just feel like you're still a bit off. You're still far ways off, and so you got to start thinking and applying it in the game. Okay. All right. Take your time getting through this, absorb it, and let's try to practice it. See you next video.